Welcome to Kibbutz Barkai. We're one of over 250 kibbutzim from Dan in the north to Ayalot near Eilat. We're standing on the highway connecting the coastal plain with the Jezreel Valley and looking southeast. In ancient times, this was the main route between Egypt and Damascus. We settled here in 1949, while the road's ceasefire agreements were still being negotiated. If you want to grasp kibbutz, think of vision, a dream that is materializing. Usually the reality falls short. Life has a way of fading the rosier colors. The dream fragments into short scenes of day-to-day existence, scenes of conflict, of harmony, sad scenes and happy ones. But the dream is always there to remind us where we've come from and where we're going. I love showing people around the kibbutz, first because I'm proud of what we're doing, but also because I see things I wouldn't ordinarily notice. And the questions people ask make me think. So let's walk around. At least we'll see some of what's happening, sort of a quick glimpse. Individual enterprise and creativity is a big factor in the making of our community. Avi, a colonel in the reserves, made us a beautiful entrance. He planted hundreds of rose bushes and a lawn, built a wall of stone, and got some of the artists and craftsmen to make an attractive metal sign. It says, of course, Barkai. If you want to know how a kibbutz is doing, go to the dining hall. See if it's well kept, aesthetic. Look at the bulletin board and see what activities are planned. Our ceramicist assembled a wall in the entrance, a nice way to get into a good mood for dinner. You can get a good deal of business done in our offices on the ground floor, clear up a purchase order, discuss your work schedule, or buttonhole somebody for a committee meeting. Shraga, Gidon, Mimi, and Zvi are at it again, cooking dinner for 500 critical diners. As long as they get more praise than panning, they feel they're ahead of the game. There's always room for extra help in preparing vegetables, slicing meat, and quartering chickens. We do this work on a rotation basis, complemented by overseas volunteers and working guests. Zvi and Miriam do the planning and budgeting. Even a small miscalculation can cost us 100,000 shekel by year's end. Friday night supper is special. White tablecloths and, most of the time, flowers. It's a family affair, and many tables seat 3 generations. The serving, clearing, and dishwashing are done by rotation. So don't be surprised to see the farm manager or mayor serving, and the dishwashing machine run by a high school teacher. Barkai, like all the kibbutzim, is like a family with its own special character. From all points and varying backgrounds, we converged on this hill to play our part in settling the Jewish homeland and renewing Jewish life in all its aspects. We're from post-World War II Romania, Polish Holocaust survivors, Americans, Canadians, and South Africans, people from Moroccan, Syrian, and Iraqi families, Sabras, and of course, people born and raised in Barkai. It's our own version of Ezekiel's ingathering of exiles prophecy. In another hour and a half, the dining room will be transformed into a hall with 300 seats and a stage with lighting and sound equipment. People will come in their Sabbath best to enjoy a play, a festival, or just a get-together, after which the floor is cleared and we'll have some folk dancing. On Saturday evening, our dining room transforms to a town hall. All major decisions are subject to approval by the general membership. Investing in a new machine for the plastics plant, choosing committee heads, sending someone abroad for youth movement work. Here also is the forum where our elected functionaries must answer direct questions concerning their policies and activities. Summer vacation is over, and it's back to school. The 6th graders welcome the youngsters joining the student body. Racheli introduces teachers and staff, and the children say farewell to staff members who've gone to work in other areas. Parents are always invited, and throughout the school year, they work hand in hand with the educators.
החזקה עד מאוד. אנו מאחלים לכם כיף בלימודים ושיהיו לכם הרבה חברים. ונעמה לברד לשולי הטריאנה והמטפלות.
The primary school kids are building their own sukkah with a little help from grown-ups. During the Sukkot festivities, they also plan and prepare the parties held in the sukkah. Some work, some play, and others rest. Every nursery and kindergarten has its own sukkah, and the children's imagination and creative energy go into making the sukkah all their own creation. Grade school children plan their own Sabbath activities. And birthdays are not forgotten.
פתח בשיר היום הולדת.
היום יום הולדת, היום יום הולדת, היום יום הולדת לך. היום יום הולדת, היום יום הולדת, היום יום הולדת לאורי. חג ושמח וזרע פורח, יום יום הולדת לך. חג ושמח וזרע פורח, היום יום הולדת לאורי. שמחה גמולה, שם כל הציפורים בעיר הקימו מקהלה. האלקטרוניקה סולנית נקטע את הגאוש, שיר בכנף זה במקום וגם בזמן.
The Infants Committee is discussing plans for their next nap. And these toddlers are on their morning expedition. Lots of creative energy emanates from these kindergarten first grade kids. Their activities combine play with learning.
בואי, נתקו לשם שצלמו אתכם. אוריה, איך זה לא יצלמו אתכם? שתדעו מהר לשם.
Their teacher, Adriana, gears the first grade schoolwork to the individual child so that by the end of the year, they'll be ready for primary school. The children's houses combine living quarters with play and learning areas. 5 of these children have a first grade classroom in the kindergarten. As they grow up, playing, working, and quarreling, their group bonds grow stronger and deeper.
ו5. כמה מחלקים יש לו?
יותר משניים.
אז איזה מספר זה? מספר פריט. יפה מאוד. 11.
11.
2 מחלקים בלבד. אז איזה מספר זה? ראשוני. 1 בעצמו. אוקיי? איזה מספר הגענו?
13.
מה עם 12? כמה מחלקים?